So, as a franchisor, I found after several months of being in my new role as CEO that there wasn't anyone next to me growing the brand within the company. And when I was struggling as a leader and struggling to help scale the brand, I really kept thinking, oh, maybe this is me. Like maybe like I'm not the right fit for this company, or maybe there's something with the company. And as I started talking to other franchisors, I realized my problems were normal problems in growth and in leadership and in franchising. And when I found out there was a group where leaders could sit and talk about scaling and talk about growth and talk about leadership in a really candid way, and not just share their problems, but hear other people say, oh, yes, me too. I went through that a few years ago, and really be able to speak to what their solutions were and learn from those solutions and then apply them and see them work in my company. That's when I realized, okay, this is the right spot for me. In the beginning, I was hoping for like just more relationships, like more like to really like combat that leadership loneliness that you can
Mhm,
experience.
mhm,
But I think that's been a percent of it. But I would say most of the value that I've gotten out of it has actually been the resources that John's given me. So resources as in people, advice, direction. Hey, this is what you need to look at. It saved me so much time. I think when I see a problem or something that I want to do new in our franchise, I could spend a lot of time researching, getting quotes, introducing myself to people. That would take me months. Instead, I get one contact from this group, and it's usually the best person in the industry. And so it's helping me save a lot of time. It's giving me relationships, lots of resources, and then just skills and advice and experience. One of the things that surprised me about the group has been it doesn't matter the size of the other franchisors in the group. So our franchise has over 300 units. There's some franchisors in the group that have 5, 10 units. There's others that have 20, 30. There's some all across the way. And what surprised me is the amount of value that people have in what they've built and the way they've been thoughtful and intentional, the things they've tried. And so it's just surprised me like across like that spectrum of growth and franchising, how much everybody has to offer at every stage. It's all
yeah.
valuable. I would say the group has given me clarity on where to spend my time. And that can be hard when you have a lot of things coming at you and you're in franchising and you're in leadership. There's so many things you could do. What will help you make the most impact and be the most profitable? And those are the thought patterns and conversations that are happening in this group
Mhm,
that I don't see in other groups. I'm actually a part of several different leadership groups and boards. This one, the value and the clarity I get from talking about some of my issues, like I don't see that anywhere else. And so the clarity I
yeah.
think has been huge. As a leader, it's given me more confidence to say, hey, across the board in franchising, this is what's going on. This isn't unique to us. And so that's given me more credibility, I think, as a leader too, to say, oh, I heard from these other franchisors, this is what's going on. This is what other brands are experiencing. Here's how
Mhm.
they overcame that problem and found success. And so that has been tremendous. One concrete change that I've made from the mastermind has been really looking at our franchise development differently. So, our brand grew organically for a number of years. And when we started to need to invest in scaling the brand, I didn't know where to go or what to do. And I heard a lot of different voices, and there were a lot of different people trying to sell me different routes. And I think one of the most valuable things from this mastermind group has been the introductions to people in franchise development. I could really protect my time and protect me from making some mistakes. And I think the focus on what I can control internally. So here's what you grow for your brand. Here's how you help your franchisees shout about how much they're loving the business, how profitable they're being. And when you do go outside the brand, here's the list of people to talk to. And when I would contact those people, like they were the best people in franchise development with the most experience. They had similar values to me and to our brand. And again, when I would meet with them, people aren't trying to sell me things. They're genuinely trying to help me be better and help my
Yeah,
brand be better. And that
yeah,
has just had a huge effect on us. One of the things I love about the structure is the prep work is minimal, but because it's specific, it has a great impact when we're all together.
right.
And so we'll prep. It actually helps me personally too, and with my job. I use the prep work with my leadership board because I'm able to show them and give them visibility. Hey, here's the key problem I need help solving this month. And so
Mhm.
that's something I do to prep for the group. So it makes me as a busy leader stop, reflect, and assess what's most important. So I hold that question up to the group, and I love that format because then the group has done their research ahead of time. Again, it's not super time consuming to sit and read through what other franchisors are going through. Just reading through their notes adds value to me, and helps me learn more. And so when we come together, it's not just people venting, it's not one person dominating the group. It's just really balanced how we share and how we speak to each other. And the group is several hours, but goes so fast because you're able to engage and really learn a lot during that time. I find it to be like the most valuable time of my month. I think like being in a mastermind group is right for with John. I think it's right for people that really are ready to learn and grow. Like if you like the way you're doing things and you're happy with where you're at, don't join. Join it if you want to be better, if you want to be different personally and professionally. So I find having that safe space to personally be able to say, hey, here's what's going on, but also here's how I'm experiencing this. That vulnerability, you got to bring that to the table to get the most out of it. And so if you're not willing to do that, don't come. But I think for people that are looking for somewhere to be challenged and sharpened, this is the spot. So again,
Yeah.
I've been a part of several different groups, and there's not really anything like this with people with shared values that want to move fast, that want to grow, and with the right reasons. If someone was considering joining one of these mastermind groups with Johnny, I would say go for it. Show up like the first meeting you get to come to and see if it's a good fit for you. I just couldn't believe the diversity of people and experiences that, at first you're like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to be able to relate to this. But then once you realize franchising is franchising, people are people, leadership and scaling, like it really is the same everywhere if you're doing it right. Get around people that are either ahead of you that can pull you with them and behind you so you can be a good mentor. And we're really all on that journey together. So I would say go for it. One of the best things about being in this mastermind group is like Johnny says a lot, like I'm not a know-it-all, I'm a share-it-all. So you're not just getting, oh, I froze. Let me start again. Uh,
Okay.
one of the best things about being in this group is something that Johnny says and lives out a lot, which is I'm not a know-it-all, I'm a share-it-all. So you're not only getting access to other franchisors, but you're getting access to Johnny. And that was something that I invested in for our brand to solve a couple of projects last year. And I found him to be an incredible resource in the way he would connect me to other people in franchising. So you're getting that access nonstop in these calls. He doesn't dominate the call, but he is definitely giving his how many, like, 30, 40 years in franchising. He's bringing that experience and he's highlighting for you the best of what he's seen in action across the industry. And so that is really valuable.